I'd have to say that so far, out of all of the Chinese pens that I've been using lately, one of my favorite brands would have to be, besides the Jinhao 10. Okay, everybody knows the Jinhao 10 is probably one of my most favorite of the Chinese. I mean, I have too many of those. But my favorite Chinese pen brand at the moment is most definitely Asvine. Asvine. Not because I like the name and saying ass a lot, but, well, I mean, that has something to do with it, but because the Asvine pen is a solid Chinese pen. Today I want to show you the Asvine V126. It is a very nice looking pen. Very nice looking pen. It's very, very nice looking pen. I just want to emphasize that because I really, really like this pen a lot. I like the way it looks. I like the attractive frosted resin. It also comes in other resins too. But the frosted resin really grabbed my attention. And it's just another excellent budget Chinese pen that is under $30. Under $30, guys. That's like crazy. So it's like $28.50 plus tax on Amazon. That's where I got my pen. And this pen is different from the one I just did a video on, which is the P50. So P50 is a piston filler, but this time I'm showing you the vacuum filling pen that is meant to dupe the Pilot Custom 823. Yeah, they're very, very similar, which is, I mean, it's cool, but they're also for different budgets. And everybody's budget is different. And I do get a lot of commentary out there, especially when I post my pens on Instagram. People will write in like, oh, I love that pen. I wish I could afford it. Or that's way out of my price range. And I understand that. I totally understand that pens being out of out of a certain price range. The pen hobby is not a cheap hobby. And there are some pens out there that, are basic everyday writers that are very expensive. And I would consider the Pilot Custom 823 to be one of those pens. This is a great writer. I've had this pen for a number of years. In fact, it's gone up in price since I've had this pen. They still sell this model, but this is a great everyday writer, awesome nib. Never had a problem with it, but the price tag for this pen right now is going for $336. That's a lot of money for a basic writer. That's a lot of money for a pen that if you carry your pens with you and you accidentally leave this somewhere or someone swipes it from you, that's like it's quite the financial loss, actually. So instead of the Pilot Custom 823, you do have the option of the Asvine V126. So like the Pilot Custom, it is a vacuum filler. It has a nice, smooth, gold-plated stainless steel nib. I mean, it's very, very nice. I just really enjoy writing with this nib a lot. It's extremely smooth. It even has a little bit of bounce to it. I don't know if that's just my imagination, but I can feel it as I write. It just is lovely. And there is a teal colored one that I've got my eye on. There's also just a plain clear resin one that I have my eye on because I really enjoy putting these shimmering inks so I can watch the ink in the barrel. And right now I have Shogun, Urban Shogun in here. And it's just such a nice combination. So the Aspine pens, they come in extra fine, fine, and medium nibs. Of course, I have a medium nib in mine, but if medium is not for you, you have the option of fine and extra fine. So it's always nice to have options, right? So between these two pens, there is a difference between them. I want to make sure before I make this statement that it's true. Okay, so it is true. The Aspine nib unit threads out. And I believe that's awesome because not only does it make this pen easier to clean, but sometimes when you're filling a pen that is a vacuum filling system, sometimes it's not easy to get the ink all the way up, you know, to full capacity. You know, I mean, you go in there and you do the vacuum unit like 3 or 4 times and it's still just not as full as you want it to be. So the great thing about the Aspine pen is you could take out the entire nib unit and eyedropper your ink into it to ensure that you have filled that reservoir up all the way. So I know that is like a pet peeve of people out there. I know that because I've read comments. People are like, you can fill that up all the way. It's like, no, it's none of your damn business how I fill it up. Okay, I'm not going to start ranting. Not right now. Not when we're talking about such a cool ass pen. So the Pilot, the unit does not thread out. And I don't know why that is, why they have it like that. And I mean, because if you do something to the nib, I mean, the Aspine, you can replace the entire nib unit. They sell them in 3s on Amazon for like $12. So you can easily replace this nib. But this, I mean, you'd have to like take it to a nibmeister or, God forbid, buy an entirely new pen, which, I mean, that's another $300 to spend. This one, you know, with the $28.50 price tag, another $12 for a set of 3 nibs, really, it's still not breaking the bank at all. So these pens do not weigh the same. In fact, the Asvine pen is a little heavy. No, I'm sorry. That's my bad. It's the Pilot pen is actually a little bit heavier at 28.35 grams. And the Aspine is a 26.5 grams. And I'm not really one to weigh pens, but I just wanted to really have an opportunity to describe differences between these pens, and weight is important for some people. So the Pilot has a 14 karat gold nib on it. Let's take a look at these nibs. As the Aspine has a stainless steel nib unit, you can see they're both good size nibs. Looks like a number 6 nib. One, you know, they both write awesome. I've had great experience with both these pens. But just the one thing I really prefer the Aspine pen over this pen is because that nib unit can be swapped out so easy. And I also like that the Aspine pen it's entirely translucent. You can see through the grip section, you can see through this finial. Here, you know, your grip section is opaque and so is the finial on this. So I don't know, that's a weird thing on my part. I don't know why they designed it that way, but all of the other Pilot Custom 823s are like that as well, with opaque grip sections and finials and stuff like that. So that's a personal preference. You may not care. But to me, it's, you know, it's pretty clear that, I mean, this is the better buy. I mean, unless you're a nib snob and you need that gold nib. Everybody's different. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you for being different or for not agreeing with me. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, that's cool. Everybody's different. I mean, I like that both pens hold a really nice amount of ink. I'm not sure if one holds more than the other. I really didn't research that part thoroughly. But, I mean, for a $30 pen, why not? You know how many Aspine pens you can get for the price of one Pilot? You can get quite a few. So yeah, I mean, both pens are great. Both pens are very classic. I mean, the Pilot Custom 823, this is a classic pen. I do feel that this is a pen that should be in lots of collections. But if this is not in your budget, it's okay. Aspine is there. Get yourself an Aspine. Why not? Try it out. It's not going to break your bank. And that's all I have to say about these pens. And that's how the ink flows. You like the little pen show there? Like that? You like that?